I am the top one audio media in China.
Yeah, audio,
yes,
including the hearing business. I just said Mr. Sreeny is probably the number one person in 2010 to found MD hearing aids and to carry it out hearing aids selling business through the internet.
Wow.
That's 2010. So you want to know what is the reason to drive you and how do you believe in the future? What is kind of hearing business were developed?
So I want to ask, what do you think about the new hearing industry for right now and for
next generation?
Next generation?
Yes.
Yeah, so if I can, long answer, if that's okay, right? But so yeah, in 2010 when we met David here, came to NewSound, our belief in US was, in the developed world, hearing aids were very, very expensive. And the sad part was most people who could use a hearing aid in rich countries didn't have a hearing aid. So we used to say 80% of people with hearing loss had no hearing aids. So the original idea came from my brother. He's a physician, I'm an engineer. And so when we looked at the problem, you saw that there was a small cartel controlling very expensive hearing aids. And most people were going without. And so we started to look for good partners that could, I guess, transform the industry. And that's when we met David here. And so that was where the beautiful partnership came. We weren't trying to sell a gimmick. We were selling true engineered, true science. And that is what I think is the amazing thing about this. The story that will not be realized is that today, because of companies like NewSound, millions of people across the world will now get hearing aids. It used to be a narrow thing for rich people in rich countries. And now, as our lifespans are growing through all these things, the one thing that has, unfortunately, these are not lasting as long as this. All of our parents, all of us will eventually need hearing aids, and that's a beautiful thing. What we liked about David was he saw the vision. He saw that here, as a partner, it was more than just low-cost manufacturing. It was more than a race to the bottom. There was real investment in science and technology and R&D. And now we're seeing in the future, in audio, we tend to think in terms of, oh, how can I stream my latest music from my phone to this, right? But when you see the things that they're working on, where health monitoring devices will tie to your ear, right? Even translation or AI and all those things. Ears are where knowledge comes into the brain, right? And the key is the people who believe in the research and the ability to keep developing and making new products. And in NewSound, what I see is a company of people that think like that. You have a new idea, somebody wants to try it. You know, will it go anywhere? We don't know. But I will also say this. In industries big and small, we tend to look at the giant industries. Nobody looks at hearing aids. But again, the leadership he did, and then all the people who followed behind him, literally as in China, in India, in Africa, as the world gets wealthier and people live longer. For so long, in India they used to say hearing aids don't sell because old people, you spend money on the youth, right? Not on old people. I think China had the same thing. We take care of our families, right? But now, through long lifespans and everything else, we're able to invest in the elderly and have more years of good life. And that's because people like NewSound have made that feasible across the world. And I have to say that's
there's a big market in the future.
A big market in the future.
If you pay more attention to the technology, to the science, they get a reasonable price product.
Then everybody waiting for it.
Yes.
Not only in America, but also in China, in India, in Brazil. I have so many people waiting for the new technology, new quality price product, and the new service. That's the future. We have a big market we're working hard for. Everybody working here together to find, to provide a better product, better price, better service for the users.
And I think the important part is that user. In the old days, when you hit retirement age, you looked at your grandchildren, you waited for the end. Now so many people are starting second careers, they're starting new learning, new hobbies, traveling. None of that is possible without hearing. You know,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can we take a photo together?
Oh yes. Yeah.